Welcome to the Go4Evolve number 40. We have TPA versus Inspector Cabin in the finals. Going forward, we have everything being done with in regards to damage being pumped out. Everything's being done in regards to craziness. We have new builds, new metas, new perks, new monsters. Everything's being changed. In Go4Evolve number 40, the game has evolved to the next tier. Okay, we're going forward. We have Inspector Cabin, who is now, okay, Team Inspector Cabin. I'm talking to you guys. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You've slain DTR. Okay? You've slain JSMS. Who slayed YP. Okay? Now you're going against TPA. And more of the battles are coming forward. So good on you. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing. But right now, with the Go4Evolve Sunday Cup number 40 in the finals, we did actually have a little bit of a mutual agreement between the teams that did a slight variation of the rules, so I'll break that down to you and what's happening and what's going on. We actually are going to be using the TGL ban system, which, for those who don't know what TGL is the Gentleman's League. It has a whole different conundrum of rules in regards to how you pick your monster. So right now, we're just going through it live with them right now, and it is going to be going with TPA on Hunters versus the IC monster, which is fresh. Okay? So looking at this, we actually have ourselves the first ban coming in, which is actually going to be Goliath. So let's bring that back up. We have Goliath being banned. Let's just make sure you guys don't have to see my mouse. It's all good. Perfect. So we have that being done. OG Goliath was banned, which means it's going to be going to the first Hunter. Hunter revealed that it was Trapper, which means Crow is banned. Okay, followed up by a Jack pickup. Okay, support, we're looking at a Sunny ban, which isn't a big surprise there. We have Sunny being a 100% ban rate. So as you're noticing, they go through, they ban a monster, they pick a hunter class, they ban one hunter, and then they pick that class. And then they go to the next class, they ban one, pick one, ban one, pick one, so on and so forth until they're completely done. So right now we're going through. Next one, we have Rogue Val being banned, which means Val gets picked. And we're going to keep going, and then we have Salt, which means Torvald is banned. And now we're waiting to find out exactly what one is being picked on that front. So just to let you guys know, so we have all these options available to you. You're seeing it on the screen. This is, of course, the screen from the TGL, right? And it's hard to say exactly what's happening in regards to all the different options, right? So it's very difficult to say what you do, because you have only, like right now, you have a Torvald ban, which means you have a Lennox, Parnell, Hyde, Markov pick available. So it does look like we do have a Parnell pickup, which means us that we right now are at the monster. So I don't know. What do you do against this composition? Looking at Jack, Parnell. Oh, I forgot to put this in. There you go. Hank pickup. And we have Val. So we have a Val, Hank, Jack, Parnell, which means you're probably going to be staying away from Goliath. You could go with Wraith. You could go with... you want to go with someone that's got the range. You could go Meteor Goliath. Meteor Goliath has good range, actually, with the Flame. I don't know. You don't want to go Kraken against this composition, though. Just with the heals and the repulsors, you don't want Kraken, and you don't want Bob the Behemoth. So I don't know. That does actually look like they're going to say screw it to my advice, and they're actually going to go Kraken. So that brings us up to the next round. So I just want to make sure you guys see what's going on in regards to the best quality we can give you. So we're going into the match right now. It's dropping in. Just one quick second here for you. Just getting it up for you. We'll have all this stuff coming for you. More games coming in. Okay? So this is how they did the bans for how they selected which ones. One thing to note here in this ban is that we actually had a change of pace from what we see normally. Okay? We got to see a Rogue Val ban followed up by a Val pickup, which is a very interesting choice to allow Val to be on the table because of her tranks, right? And between the two, if you're looking at avoiding the poison damage, or if you're looking at avoiding the tranks, I don't know. I really don't know. One thing to note that this overlay doesn't actually capture everything. Blitz Markov is on the list for this Go4Evolve as well. So that's something to keep in note. This is actually just the TGL rules overlay because I was able to pick it up. But I just want to make sure you guys had that for the prettiness. This is, of course, going to be the Go4Evolve Sunday Cup number 40. Going into the finals, we have TPA versus IC. It is match 1 of the series, which means that the current score is a 0-0 tie, as we have the Golden Kraken. Fresh from the Smiths over in the Dwarven Mine, who spent a large amount of time getting them nice and coated and bathed in that golden exterior. So, who knows? But we look at this lineup right now, we have a highly defensive composition. Parnell, of course, hiding Jack behind him in that screen. What a rude guy. But we are pushing forward. So we look at right now Fresh, because right now I'm just communicating with teams, which is why I had to stop there, because I can't think and type at the same time all the time. Sometimes I do have to stop and make sure I'm typing correctly, because every once in a while I'll think and type at the same time, and suddenly it just doesn't make sense what I'm saying. Sometimes I'll just be like, and it just doesn't make any sense. But at last, we're looking at the skill build right now. We have a 1 Lenny, 1 Banshee, 1 Vortex going forward. He's going to be building up everything. We look at the perks, though. We're looking at an ability. Whoa, that's something we haven't seen in a while, is ability recharge being picked up, which is definitely an interesting decision. If you look at his perks, abilities again, he had Lightning Strike, Banshee, Vortex. Those combo really well. However, there's a little bit long on the cooldowns, which I guess is why he's going in, because that way we can keep the cycle going. But back to the perks choice, we see that we do have movement speed being on Val. Jetpack recharge on Roy, but it's going to come down to Roy right now. He's going to be throwing out the pings. Pings are going out. Bugsy does spot him in the back, however, Roy does not, so he's going to be looking to see what he can see. Fresh is trying to stealth past him right now. He is, as we saw in the previous games, Fresh is one slippery little devil. Roy is right now right there, and here he goes. He gets spotted. Here comes the Banshee. Everything's being thrown out. Knows he's not going to get past it. Fresh decides to engage. He also knows that he's alone. Going through the Zero Raceway Lightning Strike, being thrown backwards, just connecting Roy, bringing him down to half HP. Gets quickly healed up by Bugsy, though, because Bugsy's hitting him in the rear. In position right now, just trying getting that done, and he's just going to be ready to throw everything at him, and they're just trying to see what he can. Wardoom, however, is camping the middle of the map, ready to throw this dome, as he's ready to throw it, and Lightning Strike being thrown does connect him, which means they are able to get it, which means he's not able to stop the stealth pounce with that repulsor being, trying to get everything in. Vortex being thrown, does get a level 1 Fresh. Fresh is unable to be slippery against the TPA, an experienced Hunter team, definitely showing their value right there, as he just said, you know what, Wardoom, stay in the middle of the map right now, we don't need you right now, we'll keep the chase going, and we want to make sure you're in position to get the dome. Lightning Strike being thrown down at Roy. Roy's going to be quickly healed up as he dodges that by Bugsy. Bugsy's quick as he is a thumper with that heal, so he's being able to drill it in, making sure everyone's topped up as much as they can be. Stealth pounce being used to get himself through that repulsor beam. Going to be trying to keep Roy off the high ground. Lightning Strike being thrown. Does connect on Roy, which means he's going to be knocked down. Roy's just tanking everything. He is the ultimate tank, just not giving any cares about what this monster does. Fresh throwing everything, throwing Vortex, throwing Banshees, throwing Lightnings. Roy doesn't care. He's just saying, you know what, I'll take it all. Throw it at me. It's mine. I'll just give you another couple more rockets. And he's just pelting him in the face. 1 chop, 2 chop, 3 chop, 4. As Bugsy's getting knocked up, goes on the high ground, which means he's going to be engaged on. Lightning Strike gets thrown down. Bugsy does dodge it because the dome comes down at just the right time, allowing Bugsy to dodge it out of that corner. Repulsor being used by Wardoom. Wardoom's going to be drilling it in, trying to make sure that they're able to shoot him right in the rear with that shotgun. The pellet gun doing tons of damage. The airsoft cannon going in. We're going to Fresh. We're looking for a stage 1 slaughter. Bugsy's going in. Roy's shooting at him. We got the headshot weak point, and then he's just giving up. He knows he can't get away from this team as Jack's coming in, dealing tons of damage. That was a quick victory for TPA going up against Fresh, who's able to take it in, and he tried everything he could to survive. Tried the stealth, unable to get past Roy and Wardoom, who camped in the middle of the map. We look at the time on the map. That was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That is an exceptionally quick match. Healing done 4,386. Damage done 4,535. 4,535 damage, 4,300 healed. And they're able to keep that going, keep the damage up, and just drill it in, drill it home. But in the meantime, guys, this is where we do the quick fade in, fade out for the sake of editing. It is going to be a best of 7. Still plenty of games to come in order to drill in, but it does mean that it is currently 1-0 in favor of TPA as they take the first match against Fresh. We'll be going to the next game very shortly. For those of you watching live and those of you in the VODs, it'll be the next video in the playlist. Stay tuned and stay being awesome.